Good morning, and welcome to Daily Disciplines. Well, we've been talking all this week about how to be an up person in a down world. How to stop worrying and start living. Great little book, lots of great quotes, things that can help to change the way we think. And when we change the way we think, everything changes. Today, there's a quote from Wilhelm von Humboldt. I don't know whether you've ever heard that name until just now. Of course, you've all heard it now. But Wilhelm von Humboldt said these words, "I am more and more convinced that our happiness or unhappiness depends far more on the way we meet the events of life than on the nature of those events themselves." So what does it say? To me it says a thought that I've had many times before, but one I need to remind myself of on a daily basis. Happiness is a choice. I can choose to be happy. I can choose to be grumpy. It's always better, it's always smarter, it's always wiser to choose to be happy. Oh, there are those times of difficulty and challenge in life where it's appropriate to be more serious. But flowing underneath all of that is the foundation of joy in one's life. And it is a better way to live. Many of the events of our lives we can control by developing good habits and values-centered character. That's within our abilities. That's within the realm of possibility for each one of us. And the reality of it is that many of the things, many of the events, many of those situations that develop in our lives develop because of the way we think. And so from that point of view, we do have control over many of the things that happen in our lives. We do have control over the nature of the events that impact how we live day by day by day by day. It's also true that many of the events of our lives we do not control. We only make choices in the midst of those events. So there you have it. Either way, whether it is the events that come as a result of the way we think that we cause ourselves, or it's the events that come over which we have no control, but their impact upon us is determined by the way in which we think in the midst of them, either way, we have control. So as you move through this day, remember, happiness is a choice. It's not so much the nature of the events, but the nature of our response to the events that take place in our life that makes the difference. Make today a different day. A day that flies in the face of what most people think you ought to think. It is such a negatively oriented world in which we live. Let's take the opposite road. Let's take the road, as someone said, less traveled, and move on to an exhilarating experience of life. Have a great day. We'll talk again real soon.